Hello there everybody, hope you guys are doing well. So today we're going to be flying the NAMC YS-11 as I had planned in the last stream. We're going to fly the YS-11 NAMC. This is a local legend released for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 a while ago. I've made a couple of tutorials on it and performed a few flights on it, all that good stuff, and one that is not so hard to recommend. Alright, so it is my favorite local legend. It is, I think, one of the very few ones I have anyway, but still is my favorite local legend. It's a good aircraft, something that can be flown reasonably with a good level of immersion there. Of course, it's not study level, but for its price, I think it's a good offering. Now, I did get it on discount, so I think it was about 14 or 13 bucks when I picked it up. If it's for about 20 bucks, I'm a little bit on the fence on that, but apart from that, it's a good buy. Today we are at Broome International in Australia, and this is one of the airports that have been handcrafted as part of World Update 21. So what first thing we're going to do is go and check this out. So to check it out, there isn't much in terms of scenery, to be honest. I like this little mound that has been modeled here in the scenery, which is pretty nice. I like the fencing around the property, which is pretty good. There's a bunch of buildings there that have been modeled. Yeah, it is pretty good. It's pretty decent. Got your fire department and all of that good stuff. You got your ATC right here. It's a very spread out airport. A couple of hangars here, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so that is a handcrafted airport as part of World Update 21. It has a lot of helicopter stuff. It also has a flying doctor hangar somewhere here as well. Yeah, so it has a flying doctor hangar as well, Western Australia, which is pretty good right here. There you go. Royal Flying Doctor Service, Western Australia, which is not too bad, right? The runway looks pretty good. If we do come over to this side though, this one is pretty interesting. You got your buildings there. These are all handcrafted. There's nothing on the inside on these buildings, but it's not too terrible, right? Some fancy cars as usual. We've got some fuel vaults and all that good stuff. Very nice. Yeah, so all in all, not a bad scenery package be included in the handcrafted set of airports in Microsoft Flight Sim. There we've got some interior modeling in this particular building, which is pretty cool, but that's about it. There's Broome for you. All right, let's now jump into our aircraft. You know what, first things first, let's just do a little walk around here. We can remove the engine covers and propeller covers, remove the chocks there, remove the pitot tube covers, and we can jump inside. Without further delay, let's go ahead and get this aircraft started up today. We are not really trying to do anything here in terms of our setup here. Set ground power unit for our external power right there. Pretty good, that's pretty good. What else do we need? That's pretty much it, right? The battery up and running. Go overhead, external power on, passenger signs, radio power, radio rack cooling fans, all on. Let's come back down here. I think we're pretty much ready to start up our engines. So we've got HPC off, all of that is set, everything is looking good. If we take a look at our pedestal there, everything is looking good. Brilliant. So we are ready to get ourselves out of here. Put both HPC levers to on there, put that on start, put that on number 1, get that start button, get our fuel pumps on. We've got our engines coming to life. That is pretty good, pretty good. Okay, let's switch this to engine number 2 and repeat the same thing. Engine number 2 coming to life. Okay, both engines have started up right there. We're not going to advance the HPC. Oh, you know what, we can. Let's just go ahead and advance HPC levers to max right there. Go back overhead, get this to the off position, off there as well. Generators on. Let's get inverters up and running, alternators, WF power source, start right there. Oh, we forgot our anti-collision lights and nav lights. That's a shame, but that's okay. That's okay, we don't need to worry about it. All right, everybody, let's get our radio stack here, not radio shack, radio stack here to power up. Communications powered up. Set local pressure. There we go, that's fine. And there's no altitude to set on the autopilot here. Altitude reporting is on and we are ready to taxi here. We can lower the flaps. We need to do position 15 for takeoff. This is position 10 right there. There you go. Position 15. Yada. That's all right, everybody. We're pretty much ready to taxi. We need to get our GPS aligned. Okay, well, let's wait for that to happen. So we'll wait for GPS alignment and then we'll get taxi. Damn, it's not finding any signals. What's going on? Ah, there it is. I've got some signals coming up. We need to set up a flight plan as well, don't we? Flight plan. Let's select our departure. Departure is that. I hate this damn GNS 430. It's such an annoying thing to work with. There's nothing here. Let's try and select our arrival. Our arrival, on the other hand, is going to be YDBY. So let's select that, shall we? YDBY. There we go. We're gonna enter that. And that's pretty much it. Flight plan. God, there's nothing here. Oh, this is so annoying. Waypoint number 1, we're gonna try YBRM. I've forgotten how to work with this. YBRM, and we are heading on over to YDBY. Let's just put that in. So annoying. Pardon my alphabets. There we go. Enter. That's literally it. Okay, that's it. That's all we're doing today. We're flying to Derby from Broome International. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Just a direct flight plan for us to give us a rough guide in which way to fly towards Derby. Let's put our taxi light on and we are ready to go. Okay, release parking brake and we will turn our aircraft. Which way exactly? Well, to the left, I suppose. Parking brakes released. There we go. Oh, we've still got our ground power unit attached. Would you believe that? Let's get this out of the way. There we go. That's much better. Completely forgot about that. My bad. Which way shall I take off now? I can't turn our aircraft around here. You know what? Let me turn it around. We'll take off from the other side of the runway because it's much shorter of a taxi. I'm not really worried about winds today, so I don't really care. Let's find out, shall we? And we can taxi. I did have issues taxiing this thing the last time I tried to fly it, but today I think we're okay. Yeah, we're kind of okay, not exactly. Yeah, we have the same issue while taxiing pretty much. Taxi is either excruciatingly slow or the aircraft is out of control. I'm not getting anything else in between. So yeah, that is one issue that I have. It developed somewhere in Sim Update 4. For me, it kind of hasn't gone away. If you allow the speed to build up a little bit before you start turning your aircraft, for some reason you can taxi better. So yeah, it has a lot of weird quirks right there. And look at that, we've stopped again. Aircraft is strange while taxiing. I don't like taxiing this thing. Okay, let's line up with the runway if we can. Oh, this thing is not cooperating at all. I don't know what causes this issue, man. Kinda thought I fixed it, but I didn't apparently. Okay, we're pretty much ready to take off now. Let's go ahead and give it takeoff lights. Engine relight on. Turn this on. Fuel trim increase. Fuel trim increase. We're ready to go. Maybe I should have increased the fuel trim for taxi. I don't know. Maybe that would have helped me. We'll try that after landing, increasing the fuel trim. Under knots, we are ready to rotate. There we go. Gear up. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Put those flaps up. We have an issue here. I don't know what is going on. Give it a bit of throttle there. Nearly stalled out there, but that's okay. I'll give it to the autopilot for a second here. Fine right there. Let's go to heading mode and let's turn our aircraft back around this way. Lots of issues today. I guess it's one of those days. Let's head back towards our GPS track. Switch that to GPS. What you want? Set course to that. Okay. Give a damn about the course right now, man. Fly directly back towards Broome International. Right there. There's Broome International where we just took off from. We're climbing out towards, let's say about 20,000 feet today, not more. We don't need 20,000. Actually, 15 is plenty. 15 is plenty. Landing lights can come off. Why not? Let's just taxi lights off. Those can remain on. Engine relights. Let's just turn them off. Even the fuel pumps. Let's just turn those off as well. Pitot and static heater. I'm going to leave that off for today. Everything else is okay as far as I'm concerned. We're going towards the GPS. I'm going to go towards track mode. There we go. The aircraft will automatically now fly. We're just going to continue our climb here and we have to arrest that climb ourselves. We can actually increase the rate of climb. So let me increase the rate of climb just a little bit right there. There we go. Increasing the rate of climb, maybe not that much. Now let's go ahead and enjoy some views. Shall we do that? Those are some good views right there, everybody. Okay, 6,600 feet. Still a long way to go towards where we want to be cruising. There's our destination, Derby, right there. Very long way. We can reduce the throttle a little bit, reduce the RPM a little bit, bring the HPC levers down. Somewhere there. That will do. Obviously, being a local legend, there isn't much in the way of detailed system simulation or any of that. That is one of the limitations, but it's not too terrible. Definitely not too terrible. Very enjoyable for a very casual flight. If you want to take it out on an extremely casual flight, it is very enjoyable. I have mixed feelings about it at this point. Oh, very nice FS realistic plus effects there, which I enjoy. Right, it's time for us to jump back into the cockpit here. 13,000 feet, 13,600 feet. Should we continue climbing up to maybe around 15 today? Yeah, I think I'll do 15,000. So that's about 1,000 more feet, and then we will flatten out. Continue cruising here. We can fast forward it a little bit. Yeah, we'll fast forward it. Why not? And we'll see what we can do. Having a good time, in the bumpy ride. Very immersive. Just about 57 nautical miles to go, but in this aircraft, that's a long distance because it's slow. Okay, 15,000 feet. Let's hold our altitude right here. Now, we gotta watch out for our speed because at 15,000 feet, that is our maximum allowable. I'm gonna make sure my RPM is all good. Okay, it is now. Very nice. Now we just continue very nicely on towards Derby. Nothing else. So yeah, I can either fast forward this or I can just, continue right here. I'm bored. Let me check her. Close the door. Does it not have a cockpit door? Those aircrafts, huh? Pretty sure you can open this. But you can't open this from the inside? It's not possible. I'm pretty sure you can. The blinds? Oh, you can operate the blinds. Something that's really cool about this aircraft is that. But again, that's a gimmick. Typical iniBuilds gimmick, I suppose. Yeah, the door does not have a click spot. Obviously, we're in the air anyway. It's not like I want the door to open. Let me come down here. Hello? Doesn't look too bad, does it? No, sir. Does not look too bad at all. Individual blinds can be closed. Sha. That's so cool. So if we go outside, take a look at it. Look at that. It's closed. Come back in. Pretty cool. Alright, cabin is pretty standard there, very monotonous. Can we open any of this? No. Can we make ourselves a cup of coffee? What if I need to use the lavatory? What is this empty space? Just a bulkhead right here and just empty space? That feels kind of wasteful, doesn't it? Fitted a couple more rows of seats or something. I don't know. Je don't know. Okay, the extra jump seat there. Could be one more jump seat right here. Yep, couple of jump seats in the back. Yeah, not exactly an overhead bin. You just kept your things out there on top for no reason like that. If there's really strong turbulence, good luck. We got some pockets there, pockets here. All right, no jump seats in the front, huh? All right, not a bad aircraft, not a bad aircraft at all. I guess now there's nothing left to do except cruise on towards where is Derby. We're almost there, to be honest. We're almost there. Just go back to enjoying some more views before we come in because it's honestly very close. We are 30 nautical miles away from Derby. It's time for us to begin our descent here. Yeah, we're about 30 nautical miles away from Derby. I think it's time to begin our descent. So let's go ahead, request it to descend right here. To request a steeper descent. Even steeper descent is possible. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's head back into the flight deck here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our descent into Derby. That is not going to take us very long now because we are zooming towards Derby at the moment. Do I have visuals on the airport? No, I don't, but it's a very lovely scene in front of us. That is very nice scenery. Ooh la la. Magnifique, huh? Check that out. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That is pretty cool. I have no visuals of the airport or anything like that, but that looks pretty good. All right, we've begun our descent. Everything is looking good. Yes, it is. Our speed is looking good. Descent rate of 1500. We don't have a lot of distance to go towards Derby. It's only about 20 nautical mile left and we're already at 10,000 feet. That is kind of high, isn't it? Probably cut our throttle a little bit there. We can leave our engine relights on. Fuel pumps can come on. Why not? Passenger safety and all that stuff is already put on right there. So we need to see what we can do. As you can tell, the airport is right there in front of us. Where exactly? I don't know. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see the airport, everybody. That is supposed to be Derby. Okay, we can see the airport. Now, can we land into it from here is the question. 11,000 feet. I'm going a little bit fast there. That's okay. That will be all right. Yeah, we'll be okay. There we go. There's the airport right in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. We are definitely too high. We'll probably turn off to our left. We'll probably turn off to our left first so we can give ourselves a little bit more room. You know what I mean? Complete the descent successfully. Yeah, we need to turn off. Let's follow the heading here. Put our heading bug this way. We'll turn off to the left. Give us room to lose some altitude, lose some speed as well as we come into line up with runway 11 into Derby. That is a good, beautiful scenery right there in Australia. Very nice, isn't it? We're at 8,200 feet. I'm gonna cut the throttle back and I'm going to descend here a little bit deeper than that. Yep, there we go, 2,000. We cut the throttle even further and I'm gonna have to turn our aircraft in this way, which hopefully will... Okay, I can't use the power levers completely to idle, but hopefully we'll be able to descend and land. Turning back in towards runway 11, speed reducing, that's good. Do need to, I mean, HPC is supposed to be on high. I'm just gonna keep them on low for the time being, just so we can reduce speed here, everybody. That is my aim, reduce speed. There is the airport and the runway right in front of us. We can't extend our gear until 164 knots, which is local pressure. 5,000 feet. Look at that. That is looking great. Beautiful as we come into land into Derby. 4,200 feet, everybody. Things are looking just fine. Yeah, we're looking just fine. The reason I'm maintaining this rate of descent is because we do have speed to lose. We have some stuff to do, don't we? Transponder, all that good stuff. Fuel trim is still on max. We should have decreased it after takeoff, but that's okay. That's okay. We've got engine relight, all that good stuff. That's fine. We can't extend our landing lights just yet because the limit is 164 knots for landing light. Yep, it is. We need to line up with that runway a little bit. Okay, I think it's time for us to somehow lose this speed, eh? I'm just gonna drop the gear anyway. That should help us slow down. There we go. Landing lights extend. There we go. We're coming into land, everybody. See how well we can do this, eh? HPCs need to be on max. I don't really have a choice there. Autopilot disconnect my aircraft completely. Yes, it is. Cut the throttles fully. Flap extension. We are good to go to maximum flaps. Lost more than enough speed, just like that. Oh no, we're stalling. Oh no. Okay, it's okay. I got it. That's one of the things with this aircraft. It does fall like a brick if you approach the stall speed. But it's okay. We got it, everybody. We're coming in high, but we got plenty of runway room today. I'm not stressing too much. 120. Okay, 50 feet. Float down the runway there. There we go. There we go. Float down the runway. There we go. Touchdown. There we go. Not too bad at all. Considering our approach. That is not too bad at all. Put these off there. Put taxi lights on. Go up there. And Engine relights can come off. I don't think we need the fuel pump anymore. I'll turn the other way today. Put this to off and let's turn. Oh my god, it's impossible to taxi this aircraft properly. No, we're still on the tarmac. We're okay. We can decrease our fuel trim now, so let's do that. All right, there we go. We've got a parking right there. We can go ahead and park, and then we need to check out our landing replays. Don't forget that. Okay, let's put our parking brake on there, which it is, right? Yes, it is. Right, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and take a look at how we landed. Very lovely. That was a fun little flight, huh? Okay, time to shut ourselves down. And to do that, we can just bring our... This is supposed to be down, by the way. Both of these off. We are supposed to set the fuel trim all the way to 0 before we shut off our engines, actually. Yep, we're supposed to do that. This is off. This can actually come off. Here we go. Radios can come off. That can come off. Let's feather our propeller here as well. I'm up here. Landing lights can come off there. Taxi lights can come off. Anti-collision lights off. These are already off. Yep. These off right there. Those can come off right here. These are already off. External power can come off. We don't connect it this time. All of these can come off. Off. Excellent. You can even turn the battery off. Let's just open this up and we'll open up the door, the stairs here as well, like so. Alrighty. There we go, guys. That was a quick and easy flight for us from Broome to Derby. Hope you guys enjoyed that little flight there. It's pretty fun, wasn't it? A lovely little stairs there extending. Alrighty, if you're new to the channel, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, doing all that good stuff, helping me out here, helping to keep the channel going. Alrighty, with that said, have yourself a good day and I shall catch you in the next one.